January 2021. Another winter, same destination, Ladakh. Much less snow this time, but the frozen sections of Indus shine as we fly over the river. The bright sunlight plays the false messiah. It is bitterly cold and below zero. The ponds are frozen. Skating enthusiasts are making the most of it. At the neighboring pond, the Ladakh Scouts ice hockey team is practicing. The action is fast and furious, with many slips and tumbles. Next, we step gingerly over the ice forming at the junction of Indus and Zanskar rivers. The Sangam, as it is called, is half covered in ice veins, running helter-skelter, mimicking the flow of water nearly a foot beneath. We move ahead into the Zanskar River gorge. At points the river is all frozen, and in some sections water forces its way through narrow gullies. The two states of water, frozen and liquid, are playing a game of hide and seek. The clear flowing water emerges from beneath an ice shelf to speedily move ahead a few meters before it is again subsumed by the frozen expanse. After watching this pure play of nature, we drove to Phyang village to witness interplay of nature and human ingenuity. Above the village was this ice stupa, about 40 feet high. The ice stupa is truly an ingenious and non-intrusive way of water storage. The trick is very simple. Build a circular wooden framework on a water channel, supported with a pipe dug into the ground at the center. Through the pipe, the water is pumped up and made to fall on the wooden framework. The rest is done by the below zero temperature. The water falls on the horizontal and vertical beams and freezes as soon as it comes in contact with the surface. Later in the year, in summer, when there is shortage of water, the ice melts and the water is used downstream by the villagers for farming, etc. Impressive indeed. But this was not the highlight of our trip. It was ahead in the days to come. A day later, suitably acclimatized, we drove upstream along the frozen Indus towards the Chumathang plains. Our destination was 5 hours away through a sun-laden but cold, embittered landscape. It was a village along the banks of Indus with a welcoming feature, Chumathang, with its hot water springs lining the Indus. The pall of smoke was noticeably thicker in the morning as the sun tried to cut through the cold air. The result, these fabulous snow and sulfur-laden grass blades. Chumathang served as a base to visit the Tso Moriri lake at an altitude of over 4,500 meters, or nearly 15,000 feet above mean sea level. Situated in the Rupshu valley of the Chumathang plateau, Tso Moriri, or the mountain lake, lies fully within Indian territory. When we reached the lake after travelling 52 kilometers, it was completely frozen, all of 120 square kilometers of it. The weather was clear and the ice and snow made a beautiful pattern. Its bank was lined with 2 to 3 foot waves arrested in motion. The below 0 Celsius freezing the waves in mid-break, so to say. The temperature at midday was minus 18 degrees. We had our lunch on one such collapsed wall that had formed a table of sorts. And as we ate, from the depths of the lake came deep roars, indicating that the nature was turning below the surface. The next day we went to Puga valley and route Sokar, the salt lake. We diverted from the road to Tso Moriri at Sumdo, Sumdo meaning junction of 3 valleys. The Puga valley has geothermal springs. It is Chumathang on a vast scale and is designated to be India's first geothermal power project site to be developed by ONGC. Our aim was to see how the boiling water reacts as it comes in contact with freezing temperature. The boiling water spouts off the soil, and as it comes in contact with the cold air, it starts to freeze and subsequently build up. The hiss of boiling water in the grip of cold air results over time in such splendor: tall, smoke-spewing ice chimneys, a sight truly out of a science fiction movie. The Chumathang Plateau also supports varied wildlife: shy yet defiant Kyangs or Tibetan wild ass, curious groups of bharal or blue sheep, the preening and bobbing common merganser, the omnipresent ruddy shell duck, the diving northern pintails, and the rare sighting of Tibetan partridges. They belie the first impression of an all-encompassing emptiness of this demanding land. And then, when you come across this, you cannot but marvel at the sheer incongruity of a dot in this vast landscape.